Welcome to our first trail tech here at DecryptedTech. This is going to be our first review where we cover products and technology that actually is beneficial out on the trail or camping. So in our first one is going to be the dry case. We saw these at CES this year. We saw the dry case, and of course we also saw their waterproof headphones. So we're going to take a look at both of these. We're going to see what comes when you pick up one of these packages, but we're also going to actually see if it works when we're out here. So let's take a look at what we get in the box. Right, as you can see, the boxes are pretty simple. They're going to be simple clamshell, the same kind of plastic that if you're not careful, you're going to end up cutting your fingers on. We've already pre-opened this one. We took some still shots earlier, so we're going to just open it up and show you what you get inside. First thing you'll notice is right on the inside cover, you get some instructions on how to use this so that you don't mess it up. I'm not sure exactly how a Ziploc bag is, you can mess that one up, but I imagine somebody can. You also get a nice, what looks like the end of a turkey baster here. This is going to be great for removing the air from inside of the bag that you have here. You get a leash that should let you keep a hold of this if you're underwater. You also get, they call this an armband, but you know, I'm not sure. This could probably be used as a leg band, and if you had multiples, of course, you could put it around your waist. And then you get a sticker, which is kind of nice if you're into that kind of thing. And you also have some other tips that are in the back here on another piece of cardboard, just like the instructions that were in the front. Then, of course, inside you also have the bag. Now, if you'll notice inside here, this bag actually says that it's tested for 24 hours before use. This card, apparently, if they put it in here, they put the bag underwater for 24 hours. If the card gets wet, then you're going to know that this doesn't work. So let's take a closer look at the bag here. The bag itself, as you're looking at this, you're probably going to say, wait a second now, I could have done this, and pretty much a lot of people have before. Everybody's taken a plastic bag, put their phone in it, put their Walkman, you know, if you're old enough to remember Walkman, or put your iPod inside of a plastic bag and to make sure that it doesn't get wet. This one's going to be a little bit different though. You're going to have some actual dry locks here that are going to lock the bag into place. And if you can see, you have open and you have close. If you slide these out, it's going to let you open this and you'll be able to open up the bag. Now, for testing purposes, we're actually going to use our own Evo 3D. We're going to put this inside the bag and we're going to submerge it while we're out here. This is the first time we've used it. We haven't taken this out. We haven't done anything else with it. So we're going to pull our card out. We're going to drop our phone inside here. Now inside this bag, one of the things you'll notice that's different than the traditional, hey, I've got a plastic bag at home, I can do the same thing, is you've also got a headphone and microphone cord. This right here is actually going to let you plug in a headphone or microphone set into the plug that's in here in the bottom. This is also sealed, it's waterproof, it's watertight, it's not going to let any kind of moisture in there, all the way down to 100 feet. It's kind of a nice concept if you're a kayaker or if you like to, you know, be on the go. So let's go ahead and drop this in and we'll get it all set up. So we're going to place this inside here, make sure that our camera is facing the back and it's able to be seen. Because one of the things we're going to do is we're going to shoot some video while it's underwater. Let's see what kind of a quality we get. Dry case also says that you can use this with a camera, and it's supposed to be able to give you good quality even underwater. In fact, crystal clear is the words that they use. So let's go ahead and get this put together. We'll get this closed, and we'll reseal our case. Now, one of the things you'll notice is that you need to line it up. You'll see that these actually line up on the back, just like that, and then you rotate them to close. That's going to close this up and get this completely sealed. Now, there's still some air in here, so that might prevent things from working correctly. Let's go ahead and get the cable out of the way. So there we go. Alright, now what you're going to do is you're going to take and put your turkey baster right here on the end. And you're actually going to start to vacuum pump everything out. See, it comes out pretty quickly. Once you're done there, pop this off and slip this cap over the end. That's going to prevent extra air from coming back in. And then your phone is completely usable. As you can notice, we've actually got the camera going right now, and you can see it taking pictures, and you can see it in the front. So we're going to go ahead and back out of this. Everything is usable. So you can see we can touch different items. We can hit our, let's go ahead and take a look at our email. The touchscreen actually works. It's a little difficult to see here in this light, but the touchscreen works. You can open up any of the emails, you can go back, go forward, anything that you need to. So this actually does work. This vacuum seal lets you work and use this phone with it once it's inside here. And one of the things we did notice is it does make it a little harder to use the on-off button, but it still works. You pull your ring and you're back in. So we're going to go ahead and turn on our camera, and we're going to get the camcorder set up. So let's see, hold on just a moment. Let's back out here, go ahead and open up our applications and get the camcorder started. Alright, so now we have the camcorder going. And we'll take a quick video. It's not as sharp as they said it was. So there's a lot of blur here, but I imagine that's because we just can't get the bag sealed enough. Alright, so now what we're going to do is we're going to take all of our stuff. We are going to hook up our leash here though. We just want to make sure that we keep a hold of this. And we're going to go ahead and drop this off in the water that's behind us. So while we get this set up, we'll go ahead and meet you back at the water's edge. Alright, we're back here. We're really close to the Intercoastal Waterway. This is one of the outlets that takes you directly out to the Intercoastal Waterway. And again, we're here with the dry case. Now we've got our camera running. Unfortunately, we're also testing an extended battery from Ontron that's it's got a case that actually makes it difficult for this to create a perfect vacuum seal against the lenses. So we're having a little bit of a focus issue there. If you didn't have something like that that prevented it from sealing against it, this could actually give you some good pictures. But we're going to take this as it is right now with the phone running. You saw it earlier. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to stick it underwater. Alright, that's now on the bottom. There's no air in it. There's no nothing. There's a couple of bubbles coming out, but those are more from the upper part of the case. We're going to go ahead and pull it out. And as you can see, the phone is still working perfectly. There's absolutely no problems with this phone. So this is a great case that you can use. You can take it with you. Again, it has the area on the back so that you can put that through if you're wearing this on your arm. Let's say you're kayaking or you want to go surfing. And again, it's a great product. Now there's one more thing that we are going to test here that DryBud sent out to, or Drycase sent out to us. That's their DryBud Sports. These are actually waterproof headphones. These headphones are going to be water resistant up to 10 feet. So you can put these in your ears while you're surfing, while you're running, while you're swimming, in combination with the Drycase, and you can listen to the music that you want to listen to. So we're going to go ahead and get those out, and we're going to plug them in and just see exactly how well these work. We're going to put this on the bottom here, again in about 1.5 feet of water, and we're going to run the earphones up to the top, let you hear them, put them underwater, and then pull them back out. You should hear the music continually. So once again, we'll go ahead and we'll get started. I'll get those unboxed and we'll come back and meet you at the waterline. Alright, we're back with our DryBuds. These are actually headphones from Drycase, and it's going to let you plug this in directly into our waterproof headphone outlet. And we can go ahead and listen to any music that we want. Let's go ahead and get the media volume turned up. Alright, we're on maximum. So we'll go ahead and listen here. Alright, let you listen to it here. So you can see that they're working. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to put our phone down here in the water. So now that's submerged. You can still hear the music. Now we're going to stick these directly underwater. Alright, now you can't feel this, but I can actually feel the vibration on my fingers holding these in down here. So now I'm going to bring just the headphones back up. We'll leave the phone in there, so you can come over here. And as you can hear, these are still operational after being submerged in brackish water. This isn't pool water, this is purely brackish water out here, and everything's still operational. So, that shows you our review of the Drycase and our DryBud Sports. They definitely work. We trusted our Evo 3D, which we actually don't have insurance on. And everything's running fine. There's still no water inside there, no evidence that it's leaking at all. And the vacuum is still completely tight. I would definitely say this is a workable product and one that we certainly will be using when we go on our next camping trip. And certainly when we go on our next snorkeling trip down in the Keys. Okay, so yesterday we tried out the Drycase. Unfortunately, when we tried it out, we weren't able to get the video working due to the fact that we had an extended battery, which had a larger case and put our 2 camera lenses on our Evo 3D inside of a recess. Because of this, when we sucked all of the air out of the dry case, it actually made it impossible for us to see anything through the lenses. It was foggy and there was no resolution. Now, dry case claims that if you can get good tight seal against the lens, that you're going to get crystal clear pictures. We're going to take a look at that and see if that's true today. We're not on the intercoastal, so we won't be in the brackish water, but we are going to do this with some water, the same dry case and the same phone, this time with the standard backing and the standard battery in it. So let's see what we get. Okay, so here's our test bed. It's an igloo cooler full of water, and we're going to use our Evo 3D. So you can see this time we're using the standard backing, and it's much closer against the camera lenses, so there's no air in between them like there was when we were using the non-standard case. We're going to go ahead and get the camcorder started here. So let's find that. And if you look, you can actually see that it's recording. My fingers are in the way. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and hit the record button. And we're recording. And we're going to go ahead and place this underwater. Now, if this works true to what they say, we should have some good video here when we're done, and we'll see that. We do have some bubbles in there that are underneath. And you can see that, yep, it is still recording. We don't have any problems with it whatsoever. So it definitely looks like the dry case is capable of taking some good pictures underwater as long as you have a good tight seal and you're all the way up against the lenses on the back of the phone. Again, this looks like it's a great product and one that we definitely want to take with us on our next camping trip, especially when we go snorkeling. Don't forget, if you like this, go ahead and click on the like button, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel.